What's up, Aztec Nation? It's Mateo San Diego of the Sons of Montezuma Podcast here in America's finest city, San Diego, California. The San Diego State Aztecs beat UAB in the first round of the NCAA tournament 69 to 65. Powered by All-American and Mountain West Player of the Year, Jaedon LeDee's 32 points and 8 rebounds. LeDee was once again, consistently the Aztec source of offense. UAB, they really had no answers for the 6'9" big man who, with that performance, with that 32-point performance, put up the most points in SDSU history in a tournament game that surpasses Xavier Thames' 30 back in 2014. But, for Aztec Nation, it was a game that was a little too close for comfort. And we're going to talk about it a little bit more tomorrow in our live with SD Sports Fiend and myself. We're going to get into the game. But, as far as a reaction, it was a game that was a little too close for comfort. SDSU held control for about 90% of the game, never really showing signs of like being outclassed or out physically, matched against UAB at all. But, UAB often found themselves in foul trouble trying to account for the presence of LeDee and everything that he could do in the paint, out of the paint. I mean, the man is just a beast. No wonder he's an All-American. And everything that it took to guard him, it took a toll on UAB. Lindenborg, their star player, specifically the Blazers' star forward, he had to account. And he just couldn't shake the early fouls that sidelined him, at really key spots throughout the game, especially in that first half. Nevertheless, the Blazers actually shot more free throws despite all the foul trouble. They shot more free throws than the Aztecs, going 18 of 24 at the line to the Aztecs 16 of 20. So LeDee didn't really, he got to the line, but the Aztecs didn't really have any advantage there. None of the stats were really that dissimilar of each other. No one dominated any general category, though it may have felt that at times. It just wasn't the case, especially at the three-point line. UAB knocked down 7 of 20 three-point shots. It felt like they were on fire at times, but compared to SDSU's 5 of 18, 3 more, okay, that's solid, but it's not overwhelming. Where the Aztecs did have the noticeable edge were in blocks and steals, and really that falls in line with what Coach Brian Dutcher's team is all about: defense, defense, and more defense. But the same story that we all know all year long is the Aztecs offense, right? When Jaedon LeDee is out of the game for any long stretch, this team struggles to generate offense, and this game was no different. Really a big credit to UAB for not giving up in this game. At times it looked like the Aztecs could stretch the lead, but even with Lindenberg out into his foul trouble, the Blazers played a full court pressure defense that kind of fell back into that 1-3-1 zone, and it really gave the Aztecs, it slowed them down. It gave them some fits, slowed the game down, limiting their ability to get LeDee those, those prime shots in the spots that he's really comfortable with. Of course, he could do it all, but this allowed the Blazers to chip away at the cushion the Aztecs had built all game long. And, when they finally took the lead, the Blazers took the lead about the 5-minute mark. Oh boy, the Aztecs were faced with some real adversity. I mean, it looked a little, it got a little tense around that time. Someone needed to step up aside from Jaedon LeDee, and though there were key contributors all around, guys like Miles Burr, Jay Powell, Reese Waters, they all chipped in. Everybody chipped in a little bit, but Lamont Butler, how could we say more about the defensive player of the year in the Mountain West? Back to back, his game really stood out. 15 points, 4 assists, 4 big steals that often translated into easy buckets. He had a really big slam towards the inside the 3-minute mark, and it translated into big time buckets for him, and put the game to bed in a certain way. So, hey, Lamont Butler, just a really terrific performance. The aggressiveness. It's been the narrative all season, though. If the Aztecs can get one consistent scorer in addition to what Jaedon LeDee does, this team could really take off and do some damage in the tournament. And that's what happened tonight. Again, the Aztecs win 69-65, advancing to the round of 32, where they will face up against Yale. Oh, Yale now. Yale pulls off the huge upset over Auburn. None of us saw that coming. Auburn, they won the SEC tournament coming in, so they were pretty much a lock to face the Aztecs if the Aztecs were to advance. Unfortunately, Charles Barkley's Auburn Tigers won't get his chance to play against the Aztecs this Sunday, and neither will former Aztec Chad Baker Mazara. Much was made at the prospects of these two teams colliding and being able to face each other after Baker Mazara was pretty much dismissed from the Aztecs 2 years ago, only to land go to the junior college ranks and then reascend in the SEC. I know I was excited. I was curiously excited to see that matchup take place and see how all these guys would be on the court after knowing each other and sharing the same locker room and all the matchups. And I know the March Madness committee wanted to craft, they love these storylines. They wanted to craft that together, but such is not the case. Yale. So stay tuned. Tomorrow, Saturday, 12 p.m., Sons of Montezuma Podcast will be going live to go a little more in depth on this game and to take a really good look at the Yale Bulldogs, which pulled off just the incredible upset over Auburn. Unfortunately, SDSU at this point, it looks like yet again the only team from the Mountain West to advance past the round of 64 into the round of 32, as Colorado State, Boise State, Nevada, New Mexico all lost. And well, I'm still waiting to see how Utah State pans out at this point in time. Hopefully they come through and deliver on the conference's claim of being a 6-bid league. But hey, until then, we won't hold our breath. SDSU continues to be the class of the Mountain West Conference, and Sons of Montezuma continues to be the original Aztec sports talk here on YouTube and the original NIL group here for San Diego State. So if you haven't been supporting our NIL team members, we want to encourage you to check out our shop at sonsofmontezuma.com, where we have all kinds of products, all kind of merchandise for our student athletes: Lamont Butler, Jaedon LeDee, Reese Waters, and Micah Parrish. Go check out our items today. Support our student athletes and everything that they do for Aztec Nation. And once again, we'll see you guys tomorrow, Saturday, 12 p.m. Saturdays are for the Suns. We'll be going live and diving into what is next on the horizon, the Yale Bulldogs. It doesn't sound right, but that's the challenge before us. Survive in advance, keep dancing. Until then, sonsofmontezuma.com. Go Aztecs, beat Yale.